kicking you off summer reading list, and now Sunny has her picks on today's edition of The Ladies Get Lit.
Yes, yes, and I love to read, and my first summer read suggestion is The Wedding by Dorothy West. Terrific author. She was known as the baby of the Harlem Renaissance, but she was inspired to write this book at the age of 85. Ooh. And guess who her editor was? Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. Oh. It's fantastic. So it was set in Martha's Vineyard during the 1950s. It's the story of a young black woman who's torn about her planned marriage to a white jazz musician. It's a beautifully written story, and it covers class, race, and race relations. It's very timely. And because I'm a lawyer, I had to give you a legal thriller, of course. So my next summer read is The Emperor of Ocean Park by Stephen L. Carter. It's an incredible book. Talcott Garland is a successful law professor, devoted father and husband. His father's a well-respected judge who was nominated for a seat on the Supreme Court, yet he withdraws during the Senate confirmation hearings. So shortly after, Talcott's father is found dead under, suspicious circumstances. So he risks his marriage, his career, and even his life to find out what really happened to his dad, and it's good. And I also love The Sunshine Sisters by Jane Green. She's the author of 18 novels. 17 of them are New York Times bestsellers. She's a friend of mine. I adore you, Jane. So Ronnie Sunshine has always been narcissistic and knew she would be a big Hollywood movie star, even if it meant sacrificing her relationship with her 3 young daughters. But as years go by, Ronnie learns she has a serious illness, and then she calls on her now adult girls to come home and fulfill her final wishes. Exactly.
That's what happens.
So all 3 girls are going through their own crises, though, but when their mother's illness draws them together, they have to confront old jealousies and secret fears. What? Yes. It's such a good beach read.
Oh, my God.
And I have one really, I have another one. I read all the time, but I have another one I have to read quickly. I want to quickly mention it. It's a New York Times notable book, and it won a Lambda Literary Award for fiction. It's called Here Comes the Sun by Nicole Dennis Benn. It's such a good book. It tells the story of 3 women whose lives are completely changed when their town in Jamaica is taken over by a huge hotel resort. The story taps into class, sexuality, and gender, and it is just a must-read. A must-read. So you aren't getting a copy of that book because I just thought of it this morning, but you're going home with a copy of The Wedding, The Emperor of Ocean Park, and The Sunshine.